Hey drummers, hope you're doing well. Shout out to superstar channel member Vic, who was working on this today. This is the main groove, or at least the form of it, from Bobby Bland's Ain't No Love in the Heart of the City, classic tune. The drums appear to have been played on the Bobby Bland version anyway, by Ed Greene. There's also a famous Whitesnake version of this tune. It was also sampled by Jay-Z for Heart of the City, and there's tons of other versions. So Paul Weller as well did a good version of this. So this is really just a chance to think about how you play a sort of R&B soulful groove like this, and in particular bass drum. So with Vic today, we're working on the bass drum, and it's just a really nice chance to dig into that beautiful thing that happens on bass drum when you hit that sort of grade 3, grade 4 level, where you start at a reasonable tempo, dropping the bass drum in between the hi-hats. So that, like a lot of these tunes, it's not one particular beat that's one bar long that rolls around. It's a time feel, it changes up, but I would say this is the vibe. And interestingly, on the original, sometimes the drummer plays it on with the right stick on the floor tom. Sometimes on the hi-hat, sometimes on the ride. So you've probably guessed it, it's the bum-bum-bum. And it all depends how long you've been playing, where you're at with your drumming. But this is the thing that I, as a drumming teacher, working with tons of people, working on their stuff, on their drumming journey, this is the thing that comes around again and again. So I often talk about the two modes of a drummer, right? Or any musician, or I would say anyone who's trying to do anything to a good level. There's performance mode and there's development mode, right? If you're at the point where you're fluent with this move, bum-bum-bum, and you're going with the hi-hat, and you're not going with your right stick or your hi-hat stick as the bass drummer's playing it. Like if you're fluent with all that, great. You go straight into performance mode. Lovely. But if you're not, this is where we start to build it. Now I'm suggesting here maybe 3 different stages to go through. As ever on the channel members page, I'll put the notation and the practice along version for these 3 stages. The first stage I would suggest is this. And if this sort of groove, the dropping the bass drum in between the hi-hats and the bom is new to you, this is the most important stage. This will be stage 1. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Super slow. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So the hands here play a basic straight ahead rock or pop type of feel. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. The bass drum is giving it all the movement, and it's that little bass drum on what you'd call the of beat 2 to get your head around at first. Go really slow. You've got to get that bass drum landing in between the hi-hat flow. For most people, if they just go into performance mode at first, they'll go, and their right stick or the hi-hat stick will go with it. You've got to spend this. The most important bit of this all is that first step. Let your hands and your feet and your brain working together. See these events happening. This is so crucial. This is the bit everyone tries to miss out. Do not go into performance mode until you've actually got this down. Like your first session, if this type of groove is new to you, your first session is just getting that first note of the bum-bum-bum to land in place. That's stage 1. Stage 2 is we'll add the note after that. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Really slow. 1 and 2 and 3. Now note, in each of these stages, the hands play exactly the same thing. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And we've just added one more note on the bass drum now. 1 and 2 and that one in the gap in between the hi-hat strokes on the of beat 2, but now 3 straight after it. 4 and stage 2 again. And 2 and 3. Take your time, slow down. 1 and the only thing that you're worried about when you first move to this stage is just getting it accurate. 1 and 2 and 3. If you're going at this speed, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and And if you're going at that speed, congratulations, you're going to be really good at this if you just keep going, because hardly anyone does that. No one's got the patience, the willingness, the determination, the perseverance to just do that. Like, we're all just think we should be able to do it already. We all go straight into performance mode. This is how you get good at the drums. This is how you get good at anything. Break it down, spit on your hands, go to work. Like, actually show your hands and your feet and your brain what happens. Musicians aren't magic. They're not talented in some way that you're not. They're not special. They've just done this, right? They've just gone, well, maybe there are musicians like that. I'm not one of them. All I've done is I've sat with this and just at the point where I can vaguely play it cleanly. That's all it is. But the point is here, you're at grade 3, that grade 4 level. You've got to actually want this. You've got to be prepared to do the work that will result in you being good at it. Nobody should sit down at this and try and perform it straight away, go straight into performance mode and go, I don't know what's, there's something wrong with me. I'm not getting this. No, there's nothing wrong with you. You've got to do the work. You've got, as ever, a common phrase we come back to on this channel. We've just got to give it the respect and the love that it deserves, and the time and the effort and the repetitions to get this to work. Stage 2, one time again. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and finally stage 3. Here we're simply adding in that final kick. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Again, if you're going this speed, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Congratulations, well done. And you work up to the point where you're going to play it at performance speed. You earn the right to play it smoothly at performance tempo. And these things will come, but you're not magic and you're not talented. You just have to build it. You have to work at it. And I can only repeat what I've said often on this channel is, if I remember rightly, it took me at least about 5 years from starting to play the drums to be able to play bass drum grooves of this nature cleanly. It took me at least about 5 years and probably more before it really started to feel smooth. But it did take that time, and I practiced a fair bit, but like 5 years at least. Like, give this thing some respect. There's nothing wrong with you. You're not struggling. You're not finding it hard. You just build it, earn it, work at it, craft it, nurture it, cultivate it, like want it and build it and earn it and respect it and love it, and it will come. That's the really the core message of this channel when it gets to going beyond, the basics of drumming. This grade 3, grade 4 level. Lovely. On the channel members page right now, you'll find stage 1, stage 2, stage 3 notation, but also practice along version in GrooveScribe, the amazing GrooveScribe app, where you can put it on screen, press play, hear it, groove along with it, slow it right down to whatever tempo you need to, and you'll build this up. Thanks for watching as always. Shout out to Vic. See you soon.